So on the recording that got deleted because I got interrupted, I was saying how Nasushi should either get Jessica or herself to dress up as Beatrice and just freak Kinzo out so he'll actually want to go down and be like, Beatrice is mine. How do you say lover in German? Liebster? I took German last year. I don't remember any of it because, well, I had a C in that class. In German, taking languages is hard. We're not here to talk about Germans or Hitler. The door to the study was once again knocked upon, but there was no answer. He was still sleeping, and she couldn't wake him. If she said something like that and returned downstairs, Eva would be very amused and triumphant. And if she didn't tell Eva, there was a problem that during this once-a-year family conference, he had stayed locked up all day yesterday and still had not come to greet the guest. Even though he was the head. No, especially because he was the head, he couldn't fail to make an appearance. I wonder if I can convince him myself. Now she readied herself, and using the key that she had borrowed from Gingy, opened the door. I just love how she looks so stressed out, like somebody just kill me. She is just not even worried anymore. I mean, she's like really proud of being Umineko. Is it because of the money? Even though she'd prefer for the sweet stench that seemed to eat into her brain after pouring out through that small crack in the door, she couldn't help but grimace. Thinking he might still be asleep now, she entered the room quietly. Tiptoe! Tiptoe! I mean, I hope I don't wake him up my tiptoeing. Oh, hell, he's awake. When she did, Kinzo, already awake, was looking down out of the window. So you're awake. Good morning. How did you get in? Kinzo spoke with his back still facing her. His voice was not harsh, but calm, and Nasushi was slightly reassured. However, even though he had been awake, he was at least in a bad enough mood that he ignored the sound of all that knocking. Nasushi wasn't ready to break the tension. My sissy's apologies. I had Ginger-san and he allowed me to borrow the doll to the study. Huh. Gingy did. If my friend thought it was important, then I have no choice but to listen. I fucking love that face. Say, tell me, what business do you have? Yes! Bread will soon be prepared, and I would greatly appreciate if you would join us. I will eat here. I was brought up here like always. But father, this is the family conference. Please let them see your face. Go back downstairs. Are you asking me to join on a discussion of how they chew my hair a bit after I die? How foolish. Dickens do talk about this kind of thing as much as they like without me. And if that would take care of family comfort, it touches my partnership to leave my room for it. I am busy. Do not bother me. With his last words came the threat that any further question would be useless. I see realized that any further pleas would finally bring his wrath down upon her, and he'd have to smack a bitch. It would be annoying to hear Eva sarcastically say that she hadn't been able to convince him after all. There was nothing more Nasushi could do. Well, see ya, bitch. That's so. Understood. I am sure that everyone will be sour to hear, but I will tell them. Nasushi decided to give up. Bowing silently, she tried to leave the room before Kinzo's spasmodic temper would fire up. As she did, Kinzo spoke to Nasushi. Compared to usual Kinzo, this voice was calm and gentle, like it came from another person. Nasushi, it has been quite some time since you married into the Umineko family. Yes. It's been a while since I've first been permitted the better name Umineko. Do you sometimes long for your previous family? Yeah, do they ever talk about her family? Like she just gave up on the family? No. Marriage means throwing away your parents' family. No, it does. I don't know how they do it in Japan, but in America, that's not how it is. You would usually have two pairs of grandparents, one for each side, but I'm not bringing in this cultural thing. I am Umineko and Nasushi. The family I return to and the family I am fond of, both are Umineko family. It was definitely not exaggeration. Nasushi had been that determined when she had taken the name Umineko. That was why she was so sorrowful that, despite all of her fruitless effort, she had not been accepted by her husband. That sucks. If Cross were a woman, and you were his husband, no, I won't say that. What you gonna say, bitch? That I would be a hot woman, man? Whatever. What do you mean by that, father? Natsushi was shocked. It couldn't have word just now have been meant literally. It would have been more than enough to make up for all she had suffered up to that point. Forget it. It is that nonsense of an old man. Kinzo once again faced away from her. He told her to forget about him. Natsushi couldn't help feeling a warmth in her heart. Father, even though I, Natsushi, am not as connected to your blood, I am still your daughter. Stepdaughter, but okay. We are an Gorishima family and everything you have left. Natsushi will definitely so that I can protect it. You make an old man so proud. You do not have the qualification to wear the one-winged eagle. However, the one-winged eagle is surely engraved in your heart. In that case, you are definitely my blood relative, a person who inherited the Gorishima family. Well, Kinzo, maybe you're not a complete douchebag. Someone sneered there is no ego on your clothes. However, I had nothing to adhere to. Only those who hold the ego in their hearts are my true blood relatives. So I hold the freedom bird. Am I your blood relative? I now believe that it was an honor that you were welcome to Shimiya family. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh my lord. Without saying anything more, Kinzo returned with his back to Natsushi. However, Natsushi couldn't help but feel something warm well up inside her she hadn't felt since long ago when she had just been a child. Natsushi bowed silent to his back and left the room. And then she smacked the bitch because she's Natsushi and Natsushi's gangster like that, yo.
Ah, good timing. How is father? You were taking so long I came to check, you see.
When Natsushi left the study, she saw Eva climbing the stairs and their eyes met. It was love at first sight. Eva, thinking that Natsushi would leave, drawingly after failing to convince Kinzo, was smirking unpleasantly. However, when Natsushi was now, such a freeless laugh would not disturb her. She was not permitted to wear the family crest on her clothing, but she was permitted to wear it in her heart. So she spoke calmly, clearly, and confidently with the dignity of the one who would protect the Gorishima family. Father said he would not join us in our family conference. He said that there was an interest in such an opportune topic.
I'm sure he said something like that. Whenever the true father say so frankly.
How pitiful. I'm beginning to understand father's feelings of regret.
What do you mean by that?
Wow, Natsushi, that was a good burn. Natsushi did not answer. Just as Kinzo had done earlier, she showed Eva her back as she headed down the stairs. Eva finally realized that she would be made fun of, and something that had happened that quickly blustered Natsushi's confidence. Even so, she didn't have the courage to risk Kinzo's wrath. Unable to even knock on the door, she could only just scratch the air in front of it, clung her tongue, and fall after Natsushi. Natsushi won, Eva, I think 2 points.
So were Nissan and the rest there? Did father tell you about them?
I didn't get a chance to ask, but they were not inside the study. I would never let them into his room just because such a low top. It's not like they know where they went. Let's go downstairs and wait for the servant to run their shirt. I'm ready to be late, so how about some tea, Eva-san?
But that would be fine.
Eva couldn't hide her confusion over the complete difference in Natsushi's appearance. Man, Natsushi is a strong, independent Japanese woman who don't need no man. She's acting so boldly, and while Eva hated to admit it, she did not see the dignity about her. She didn't have dignity before. Also, yeah, that's Natsushi's hair. Is that her weave, or like, what is that? Cause it looks kind of weird. I know to find fault with anything, she can only follow Natsushi back to the parlor. Spank Joanne, girl. Sorry, Natsushi's the ghetto girl. That's not racist. When two of them returned to the parlor, not only Hiroshi, but the 4 children of Nanjo as well had gathered there. Jinji, who had been talking with Hiroshi, reported the current situation when he noticed Natsushi had returned. You have identified my husband and the rest. Yes, my apologies. Also, Kumasan began the preparation for breakfast. She said that she will be needed a little longer. The clock read a little past 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock should have been a time to start breakfast. Normally, going over that time limit was a disgrace to the host. Kenneth is now searching outside. Furthermore, no one has seen Shannon. Shannon? Oh, where's my waifu? Even Shannon? Oh, good lord. Seriously, how many people is about him not taking over and they get what he wants to go for a walk? I don't know, like 20. How many people can be found? I've known people had grown so large, it was startling to feel truly unpleasant, as though the only one's been left out something interesting. At the very least, it looked like the children, no, Maria especially, felt the same way. She was indigent, her tongue grumbling, almost as though her mother and the others had left her alone to go out and eat something delicious without her. Trying to fix her bad mood, the other children were flipping through the channel on the television, trying to find a program that might interest Maria. And in the anime, Maria watches Higurashi. Yeah, that's why she's so effed up. Nada was sitting in the sofa, gazing blissfully at the children while reading a book. It must have been a book about chess. God damn it, how do I beat Kinzo? Before I tell him he has diabetes, I gotta beat him and he's got to start game of chess. The sound of footsteps came rushing towards them with a pitter-patter. There was only one set, so they realized before they saw the source that was not crossing the rest, but probably canon. Madam, excuse me. Yes, by your parents, I'm down to find them. My apologies. I still haven't. That will be enough. You worked hard. She didn't know where they were, but they had to be somewhere on this island. They hadn't put anything in their mouths last night, so their stomach must be growling about now. They would surely saunter at any time now. But she was already dumbfounded, and she began to think that there was an urgent need to find them right away. No urgent need. I'll go to the kitchen to prepare some tea for all the guests. Thank the both of you and all y'all hard work so early in the morning. Now Sushi, acting as though they were releasing the tension caused by a new surge in her headache, left the parlor. Ken tried to call it back to her, but Natsuchi left swiftly, like Taylor Swift.
What is it? Was there something else?
Yes. I was unable to find your husband or anyone else, but... Kenan sounded evasive. He still didn't know where they were, but maybe he had found something with some relation to that. When even he or she knows this exchange of words, they came over. Maybe Kenan had maybe Kenan knows something that looks strange.
What's going on, Paddington? Is it been questions on everything else?
Actually, something looked odd about the Rose Garden storehouse.
Something looked odd? What do you mean by that?
It was, how should I explain it? Ken once again hesitated. He wasn't speaking anything like you expect from usual fearless. Just being emotionless. I ain't afraid of anything, bitches. Even here she looked slightly doubtful at his appearance.
What do you mean? They aren't inside the storehouse, are they?
No. I'm going to inspect the inside now. I was just returning to bring the key, but...
I really was good at the center of the family and I was going to try. Never go to that storehouse.
It's in the servant's room. I will go to the storehouse immediately. What's going on with the storehouse? Someone dead? Did the queen get killed? They say God saved the queen, but they didn't save her. Natsuchi danced up to the servant room and returned with the key. Shinji left the parlor, saying that he would go back, but even here she also followed. What was this something odd about the storehouse that had caused the usually he's emotionless, not fearless, to hesitate? It was to a point outside, but their curiosity over this something that Cannon couldn't talk about won out. While children made a big fuss lighting television, Cannon and the rest dashed over to the entrance. Look at Bat was like, not gonna be like, hey, what's going on? Shimon. Shut up, clock. The Rose Garden Storehouse was a place that housed various tools used to manage the garden. It was definitely not a pretty building. Because of its appearance, it had been built hidden in a corner of the Rose Garden. Just a wee corner. Wee corner, gaddy. Ken and Genji, even here she came cutting across the Rose Garden holding umbrellas. They entered a small path just off the Rose Garden, which was normally off limits for those appreciating the garden and only used by maintaining the garden. As they dashed along that as well, in front of the storehouse came into view. Where's this door hang off? Okay, that was creepy. There it is. Nothing strange about it. Look at that. There's nothing on it. It was a very old shed of a storehouse. Compared to the flawlessly perfect beauty of the Rose Garden, it was pretty seedy looking. It was easy to understand why it had been built in a hard place to see place. Even here she arrived at the storehouse long after Cannon and Genji.
from my house. Oh.
I get they didn't build a storehouse over here. But, what is that?
When Eva looked at where Cannon was pointing, she was at a loss for words. Noticing this, he or she also followed Cannon's finger, was likewise too shocked to speak. The entrance to the storehouse was kind of a shutter, and there, everyone there realized why Cannon had been able to find word they could describe what they now saw. On the shutter, which was completely filthy from being exposed to the wind and rain so long, stuck right on it. What the? Wait, what? What? There was something that looked like a strange, dark liquid. Mucus? Or maybe it was some sticky paint. An indescribably eerie shape was drawn on the shutter with some kind of ghastly substance. The rain had caused it to drip down like a fresh blood leaking off the open window. There was no word that could describe it. Some kind of mark was drawn. The ghastly substance must do look like blood. In a shape meant to suggest something ominous. Two circles were drawn there. Inside there was a design that looked like a cross. So, Satan worship it. The four ends of the cross were widely exaggerated. It was like some kind of crest from somewhere around Europe. And the cracks between these shapes, were closely peeked together, were some unfamiliar characters. Or possibly symbols.
What a vulgar scribble.
Only naturally here should we say something about the ghastly shape drawn on a deep red dripping substance.
Well, when was this written?
Last night I came here before it started raining, but there was nothing drawn here at that time.
We must do something here before anyone else sees this. If they had laid eyes upon it, it would bring them great discomfort.
That's right. Even though it's just a shed, I don't want to leave such an unpleasant scribble alone for 1 second.
There is some paint inside the storehouse. Let us paint over it temporarily as an emergency measure. Then repaint it again someday when the weather is good.
Ginger remembered that he had just recently seen another dark scribble. This one made with strange dark red summons of the same color as this. That must have been. That's right. He had seen it on the other door in Natsushi's room. This is creepy.
Cannon-kun, let's read a scribble cookie in return, alright? Even though it's just a storehouse, it's really eerie to have graffiti around the home I was brought up in West Utopia, born and raised in the playgrounds is where...
Yes. I will take care of it immediately. Cannon squatted in front of the shutter and unlocked it. He then lifted it with all of his strength. Come on, use your furniture power. A boisterous noise resounded, and an eerie shade drawn on the shutter began to get sucked in as the top of the shutter was raised. At least for the time being, that sign of misfortune disappeared from the direct gaze, and they all breathed a sigh of relief. Oh, wait. Okay, transition. I love these transitions. I always want to know what's going on other places. Especially about Maria watching frickin' Higurashi. Thanks to a kids program they had come across, Maria was feeling much better. Okay. Battler and Cannon were making fun of the kids' program at each other every turn, chuckling. You're making fun of Higurashi? Dickheads. They were like, ee. George was enjoying the program along with Maria. Nana was on the sofa by itself, passing the time reading quietly. I must find a way to cure diabetes. They heard hurried footsteps coming from the hallway. They were footsteps from a single person. Did that mean that wasn't a group of 4 that had just left? Cannon with the one in our turn. Damn, Gingy's like,
Dun no, Genji.
It's very rare for Gingy, who considered being out of breath a violation of certain virtues, to be gasping for air. He had probably came dashing back from the outside the mansion. His shoulders were soaking wet, and he didn't have his usual smart appearance. He does. He just looks like he's breathing. When Gingy noticed Nanjo looking at him, he gave a small, silent bow and quickly approached him.
Dr. Najo, my apologies. Please come with me, quickly.
What happened?
Well, you see,
As Gingy whispered something from into Nanjo's ear, Nanjo's face changed color. It's the same freaking color. It's like, diabetes. He stood from the sofa, trying not to be noticed by children who had been engrossed by TV. And the two of them rapidly left the parlor, muffling their footsteps.
Muffle your footsteps, or else they'll hear you.
Shut up, Joe, just singing ain't helping. Ain't helping at all. Just when they were about to leave the parlor, they came across Natsuchi, who had been pushing the serving chart loaded with his tea set.
Stuff.
Oh my god! Oh lord. Ginji went from showing Natsuchi's ear, and Natsuchi's face too changed color. Okay, slightly, maybe like a different shade of red, but their face didn't really change color. Then, leaving the serving cart where it was, the three of them started dashing towards the entrance. Kinzo. Two of them running down the rose garden through the window.
What is that? Ginji and Oknanjo and...
What's up, Anarchy?
Maybe something that happened. You look horribly flustered.
Like a Fluttershy? My name's Pete. No, I'm not going to sing MLP. Jessica and Maria also realized something had happened. The fact that Eva, Hiroshi, and Nanda were no longer in their seats. And because the serving cart had been announced, the parlor abandoned the entrance in the parlor. Could there have been some kind of accident? Let's go check it out. There's no phone. We're the only ones left out, right? Hee hee hee. For some reason, what Bauer said sounded extremely indiscreet. But they couldn't deny they were a little insecure and concerned about seeing the adults run off to the rain regardless of appearance. Let's check it out, alright. Ooh, Jessica's boobs. Sorry. Her boobs. I'm worried something might have happened. Jessica's insecure words spoke for all of them. You're insecure. Don't know what for. Hey, Maria, you coming too? Or we watch TV?
Ew! Me want TV! Ew!
The only rest of us will go. Maria-chan will be back soon. Stay here watching TV.
Ew!
Battler. By the time the kids went outside, they'd lost sight of the adults who had left earlier. But it looked like Jessica had a pretty good idea of where they had gone from the direction they had been running. Following Jessica, we ran through the rain-soaked rose garden. Yeah, now switching to first perspective. I hate how it does that randomly. I feel like the wind suddenly got stronger. The malice sound of thunder began to ring out like it had the previous night. I felt like an eerie something had surrounded the island and was trying to stop us from moving forward. What is this second person? I don't even know second person. Jessica, something over this way? I'm pretty sure there's a storehouse for gardening tools or something.
What in the world could be in a place like that?
I don't know. Gardening tools? Just like Jessica had said, they began to see the storehouse in front of them. They could also see the adults there. The shutter to the storehouse was open, and several adults looked as though they were searching for something. For some reason, knowing that Sushi was outside the storehouse, or even holding her umbrella, she looked like she was hanging her head and back was facing them.
Georgie.
Oh my god, their faces. Ginji Sushi, who had just left. Since Ken and even Hiroshi, who had left earlier, were also there, it appeared as though they were the large gathering of people. There was absolutely no bustle of activity. When Natsushi realized the children came, a terrible expression rose to her face, and she ran at them with her arms spread wide. Do not come over here! Get back to the mansion! However, no. Because of that, the kids all had seen that Natsushi was trying to cover away from them. I'm scared to know what's in here. Inside the storehouse was a shutter wide open. A flickering fluorescent light shined down. And over there... Kya!